We made it. We made it to day 5. And if you've been following along, you've done something that most people never do. You've taken action on something you've been putting off, regardless of whether the timing felt right. I'm Carlton, and today we're wrapping up the Get Started Challenge by turning your one-time action into lasting momentum. But here's the thing, taking one step is good. Creating a system that helps you keep taking steps, now that's life-changing. So let's talk about what we actually accomplished this week. You've proven that you can act without perfect timing. That voice in your head that said wait until you're ready or wait until the conditions improve, you just proved it wrong. You've proven that small steps matter. Whatever action you took might have felt tiny, but it created something that didn't exist before: momentum. You've proven that you're more capable of handling uncertainty than you thought. You took action without knowing exactly how things would turn out. And you survived. More than survived, though, you grew. More importantly, you've started to rewire the pattern that keeps you stuck in someday mode. Every time you take action, despite imperfect timing, you weaken that pattern and strengthen your action-taking muscle. Now, let's turn this into a sustainable system. We'll call it the momentum multiplier formula. I want you to reflect on what you did learn about yourself this week. What surprised you about taking action? Maybe you learned that starting is scarier than continuing. Maybe you discovered that you're more resourceful than you thought. Then I want you to replicate it. What made it possible for you to take action? Was it the accountability, the specific deadline, the micro size of the step? How can you recreate those conditions for your next step? And then repeat it again. What's your next right step? Don't wait until you feel like it. Plan it right now using the same methods we used on day 3. And then create a repeatable rhythm. How often will you challenge your timing isn't right thoughts? Will you do it weekly? Will you do it daily? What's sustainable for you? Personally, I recommend weekly next right steps as a minimum. And here's what I want you to remember going forward. The timing will never be perfect, but you can take action anyway. Small steps compound into big changes faster than you think. Momentum creates more momentum. It gets easier the more you practice. You're more capable of handling uncertainty than your brain wants you to believe. And starting is always scarier than continuing. So here's your final challenge assignment. I want you to celebrate your progress. What did you accomplish this week that you've been putting off? I want you to really acknowledge this. Most people, understand this, most people never take this step. Then I want you to identify your pattern. What timing story will you catch yourself telling in the future? Now that you know your timing trap, you can spot it when it tries to sabotage you again. Then I want you to set your rhythm. Commit to how often you'll challenge your timing excuses going forward. Put it on your calendar. And lastly, I want you to plan your next step. What's the next thing you'll stop waiting to start? Share your answers in the comments. I want to see your biggest win from this challenge, your commitment to future next right steps. I want to see you encourage others and encouragement for someone else who's working through theirs. And here's a bonus. Take a screenshot of your day one comment and compare it to how you feel now and share the transformation. And I'd love for you to keep this momentum going by joining the Story Shift Circle. We're continuing this work together, supporting each other through the next right steps and celebrating the wins right along the way. The link, as always, is in the description. And I want you to remember that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. You just proved that to yourself. All you've got to do now is keep going. Thanks for taking this challenge, and thanks for being willing to act without perfect timing. Thanks for proving that you're braver than your excuses. Now go take your next right step.